Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to Cryptid and Paranormal Kingdom with Carlito and Tom. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I know it's been it's been a while that I haven't made a show. Sorry about that, guys. Please bear with me. I have to juggle between work because I'm a self contractor and I have to, get jobs lined up, talk to customers, and just a whole bunch of stuff that sometimes I really don't have time to be making posts or talking to my future guests and stuff like that. Because I do have a couple of them, maybe two or three or maybe four that I'm talking to right now and trying to get them set up for a date and all that good stuff. And yeah, like I said, I apologize maybe for not, being so how you say. Hmm, well, making show after show after show. Forgot the word now. Forgive me, but consistent. That's what I was. That's what I'm looking for. And I haven't really been too consistent, guys. So I apologize for that. But we're here. We ain't going nowhere. I'm just trying to get everybody situated, all my guests, and finding the time to do so. Also, talking to them, pre-interviewing them on the phone, through chat, whatever, and in trying to line everybody up nicely. You know what I mean? So where I can have them, a show of Bigfoot, maybe a show of Dogman, maybe a show of paranormal or UFO, something like that. Kind of just mix and match it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm working on that, guys. So please bear with me, like I said. And yeah, we're here, and I actually got a pretty good lineup coming up soon. I've been talking to a few people, quite a few people, and I'm really, really trying to focus on Dogman encounters, guys. As to having like other podcasters on, or people that I've had on before, which I am. I'm gonna bring back people. Yes, I am gonna bring back people, especially like the favorites, like maybe Ricardo Sanchez or Jody Cook or Doug Hodgechek or Abe Sears or like the most viewed people that I've had, part one and part twos. I'm thinking about bringing them back also as well. So yeah, that's really a good thing for me to bring them back. But I'm also trying to get like all the new people coming in, to the playset. So that being said, guys, thank you for being patient, guys. Thank you for coming back. And like I said, I got a good lineup. Right now, I got a couple of Dogman Encounter eyewitnesses coming up next, including one tonight, and some Bigfoot encounters as well. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be good, guys. It's gonna be real good. And thank you everybody in the chat, by the way, showing up early. I've seen. Let me bring one up. My good bro, my bro Hana, Shane. He was the first one on here tonight. Thank you, bro. And I'm gonna start bringing some of these uh, some of these comments up. Lori Barnes, thank you for being here tonight, Lori. Steve Riley, thank you, bro. Thank you for being here, man. Ant Rocks, he's on there. Who else? Who else did I see on there just now? It was Sears, yeah. Hey, there he is. What's up? That's my good brother. My brother from another mother. Abe Sears. Yeah, hey, bro. How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother Abe. And a couple other people joining in as well. Okay, here we go. Paranormal Fan 11. Hi, Paranormal Fan 11. I don't know if it's your first time or you're returning, but thank you for being here tonight. And Al, my good Goomba, my Paisan. I call him Paisan because Paisan is like brother in Italian, and my good brother Al Santarigues, of course, he's Italian. So I talk to him like a brother. I throw a little bit of Italian in there to him sometimes, like my fratello, mio fratello hermoso, mio fratello bello. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. So yeah, I got my guest backstage, guys, and I'm fixing to bring him on, and he's gonna do a little introduction about himself to everybody, and we'll go ahead and get the show started. Okay. He's got some Bigfoot encounters, and he's got some Dogman encounters as well. Not eyewitness, but encounters, and the encounters because he's seen some good evidence, including Dogman tracks. We're gonna bring him on screen as well here in a little bit. Hey Diana, how you doing, Diana? Yeah, there's Diana. Hey Diana, thanks for coming, Diana. Um, Steve Paranormal Fan 11. Okay, all right. Well, all right, guys. I'm fixing to bring my guest on. So you guys, please give him a good warm welcome, okay? This is Steven. I'm not gonna say his last name because I really don't want to put his information out there like that. But he's from the Taylor, Mississippi area or vicinity, like maybe 30 miles away from Taylor. But he's always going through there. He's a self contractor, and he's always going through there. And I actually asked him to send me pictures when he goes through Taylor, Mississippi, because I'm so intrigued by that, because we know that a lot of people are not welcome there, right? So he's more like a local, so he can go in and out of Taylor like nothing. He's basically our spy. Okay, guys. Well, let me go ahead and bring Steven on, man. Hey, Steven, how you doing, brother?
Hey,
How's it
what's up,
going?
buddy?
Nothing much, man. I was just telling the people a little bit about you, man. That I ask you to send me pictures whenever you go through Taylor, Mississippi, and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, because we all know that that's kind of out of bounds for everybody there, unless you're a local. So
yeah. I will. They do know about the dog man down there. They
yeah,
do know about him. They
oh yeah,
call him walking wolves.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they don't talk about it. I have them talk to me about it whenever I'm over there working.
Really? Oh man,
Yeah,
yeah. You got to tell
I'll
us.
bring it up.
Yeah,
I will always bring it up to them. Some of them will talk to me about it. Some of them won't. Some of them just like, no, I don't want to talk about it. And
yeah.
I'm like, all right. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay, okay.
But yeah,
Cool.
my name is Steven. I'm from North Mississippi, Pontotoc County area. I'll tell you that much. I'm in Pontotoc, which is next to Lafayette County,
Right.
which is about 30, 32 miles or so from Taylor, Mississippi.
Hmm.
And I'm a self contractor to do internet. I bury internet fiber, so I'm in and out of Oxford, Taylor. I mean, I travel out of state to Georgia, North Carolina.
All of
But
that area. Hmm.
my main area is normally Oxford and Taylor and Waterford, Mississippi, which is I don't. It's right on the Sardis Lake, right off Sardis Lake, and man,
That
they got some encounters that away
Yeah,
too, brother.
that's a hot spot, brother. I've
Yeah,
actually heard a lot of Doc Waters mentioned that place a lot.
yeah,
Sardis
and
Lake. Yeah.
yes, and I heard him say that, and that's funny because he mentioned mud dogs a lot. That people call them mud dogs, and that's actually what the fella called them.
Yeah.
I'm not like he called them mud dogs. It blew my mind because I was like, man, I know I've heard that somewhere before. And I came home and Dark Waters was on, and I was like, well, look at that. Okay. I knew I heard that before, but yes, they call them mud dogs up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, man. Yeah. Yeah, I never heard of
And
that Mud Dog before hearing Dark Waters mention that. I've never heard that, and I think that was like maybe last year when I first heard him say that. Pretty sure he's
yeah,
been saying that for years, but the first time I heard it was like a year ago.
yeah. I mean, it blew my mind when they said a guy's name. I will say his last name is Morris, Mr. Morris. Him and his son, it's in Waterford, Mississippi.
Yeah.
They have actually shot and killed two, and they have photographs of them. But now he won't let me share it. He said he wouldn't mind showing if somebody come down there,
Yeah.
but he don't want to put it out. You know what I mean? They call them coyote wolf hybrids, but they do call them mud dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, it's a wild picture.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. It blew my mind.
I bet.
After seeing that,
I wonder
yeah,
what it
after
is
seeing
like.
that,
Yeah.
that made me a 100% believer right there. Oh
Yeah.
boy, I like flickering. See, we talking about this probably, and my light started flickering. Ooh, boy.
Oh, hey. Hey, we got Hell Bent Holler in the house, everybody. It's I think it's Joe. I think it's Joe that's
Man,
in here because I know Jesse works
Yeah.
weekend nights because she's like I think she's a bartender or something like that. And
Man, I love some Hellbent Holler. I love
yeah,
them too.
I know, bro. I know,
Like,
man.
man, they're the best researching group I've seen.
Yep.
Like, man, they got it together, brother. They
Yes,
got it
they do.
together.
They're very professional, bro. Very
Man,
professional.
very professional.
Very
Make like
consistent.
I've gone out in the woods and I've done, and brother, I'm not even a level one compared to them.
Yeah.
They're like a level 100. You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. I know, man. I know it.
Like they got it together.
Yeah, they got it going on, man. They really do, bro.
But
And
yeah,
uh-huh.
I can tell you how it started.
Yeah, man.
And
Tell me how you got into this. Tell me when you first found out about these things, either Bigfoot or
okay,
Dogman, both, whatever. Tell me when it all started for you. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe when you were a kid, when you were a teen. I know you mentioned to me a couple times that
yes, that was
your uncle's house has a lot of activity. Your dad,
yeah,
you're gonna tell us about this too. Your dad had
yeah.
encounters too, and so like tell us how it all started, bro.
All right. Well, the first, I guess you could say the first encounter
Mm-hmm.
was 26 years ago. I
Okay.
was 12 years old, and it was here in Randolph, Mississippi, which is still in Pontotoc. And it was me, my brother, my older brother, and two friends, and we was out fishing. And my buddy's friend, his family owns a lot of acres over there in that area, and they had a pond. To get to that pond, we had to take ATVs. We took two ATVs that day. We got out there, we was fishing, but once you went through the woods, you got to the pond, he had about a clearing. I'd say it was about 100 yards or so. Might have not been that much, but he had a clearing from one entrance of the wood to the other side around that pond. And man, we was out there fishing. I think we was there about 30 minutes, and seven big dogs, look like wolves. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they look just like wolves. They was black, silver, light brown. Seven of them come running out the pack, running out the woods. They was chasing something because we saw two deers run by first, and they was running after them. Well, the last wolf, that's what I thought it was, still could be, was running, stopped, noticed us, stopped, and when he stopped, the one in front of him stopped. He turned around, reared up on his hind legs. Now he didn't have hands; he had paws. But yes, he did stand up on his hind legs. And then when he jumped back down, he howled. That scared us so bad that we dropped poles, everything, brother. That scared me to death. And we got up out of there. And when he did that, though, the ones that was in front of him that had stopped started creeping toward us. They got real low to the ground, and then I guess they was stalking us, finna charge us. But yeah, I mean, he was big. Um, but I know I just found out that we got red wolves in North Mississippi. Been here, did not know that. That could have been what that was, but I've never seen one stand up on his back legs like that. There's three other witnesses there that day. I mean, it scared us pretty good. Uh, I don't know if that's an account. Once I actually found out about this, when my dad started having the encounters on his property, that's when I found out there was different variants to these dogmen. I didn't know that. And one of them saying that it looks just like a wolf that'll stand on its hind legs. But as far as him having claws or anything like that, no. I remember that he did not have claws, and he stood up, I guess, like you would say when a dog's begging when they stand up. But he stood up for a good little bit, and I mean that was pretty. When you're 12 years old and you see that, that scared me pretty good. And then, man, then we just went on about her life. Uh, then my dad hear about it. What was it, son? My son's in here with me too. His name is Bailey. He actually goes out with me and he'll research with me. Was about a year and a half ago, brother? When Pepper Bill, I'd say about a year and a half ago. My dad took a picture of a print he found outside, and we've always noticed we would go outside, jump in the backyard, and the woods would get quiet, like quiet. I mean, everything would stop, and then you just got an eerie feeling. I wouldn't say a feeling like somebody was watching you, but you would have an eerie feeling like, hey, this is not right. It's not supposed to be this quiet type feeling. But we never felt like we was gonna be attacked or nothing like that. But then my dad got a print, and he took the print, and he said, "Son, what is this?" And I was like, "Man, I don't know." So we started looking for prints, and I saw something on YouTube. It was actually Ricardo, and that's when I found Dark Water. And then Ricardo was doing I guess you say what we're doing right now, a podcast for Dark
Yeah,
Water, an interview with
yeah.
him.
Interview.
And I was like, "Hey, this guy right here knows what he's talking about." So I sent him some of them pictures out there that my dad's print that he took, and they believe that it was a Bigfoot, a juvenile Bigfoot. And I don't know if I sent you that picture, that black mass that we had in the woods by his house. I might not have sent that one to you. But yeah, we caught that because we heard moving out there, and they had X's in the tree branches. I learned about all that. So I'm still fairly new to this on that end, but that there really opened my eyes when I saw that print. I mean, it spooked me. I believe I sent some to Mr. Joe up at Hellbent Holler because I mean I was just trying to find anybody and everybody that I knew
Yeah,
could be experts.
right. Their expert opinion. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
and I mean Dad would they would walk up to his back, knock on his house on his door. He had flood lamps. I guess you could say spotlights outside, flood lamps where if they ran up and they would cut on. I mean it was really spooky out there. And that's here in Mississippi. And then man, what everything was good and quiet and stuff, wasn't it? For a good little bit. And then my uncle, just one day out of the blue, doesn't even know about this. I got him actually into this now because he posted a picture on Facebook, and he lives just north of us. And he was like, "Hey, what is this?" And he was outside of his tent because he actually lives in the woods. I mean, he lives in a tent in his woods. And he sent a picture, put it on there, and I was like, "Hey, man, that looks like a dog man." Hey, how you doing, Bo Travis? Uh, And man, I was like, brother, that looks like a dog man. He was like, he called me. He said, Steven, what is a dog man? And I was like, man, I'm learning about them too. I was like, there's supposed to be some kind of liking, like werewolves. That werewolves are real, brother. Like, and we went out there and
Right.
investigated. And brother, that's where we got them pictures that I sent you. That one that looks like the dog man behind the bush. We heard movement out there while we was out there. And man, we was taking pictures of it. We got some good footprints. I got a Sasquatch footprint. I mean, my uncle actually sees it. That's why I want to get you to talk to him. His name is Gary. He's on your page. He actually posted a lot of pictures on there. He doesn't
Okay.
really know
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah,
I
that's my
think he
uncle.
came on a while ago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gary, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Paranormal fan 11.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. How you doing, Gary? Yeah.
yeah. That's my uncle, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually getting into it now. He's starting to be a believer because brother, he gets some of the best evidence that I have seen. And I mean, it's just incredible. And he hears growls. I mean, it's incredible. And he wants somebody to come out there because I don't really have the experience, Carlito. I'm learning about this. You know what I mean? I don't really know. I just know from what I hear these experts. Cause I do watch them now. Like Hellbent Holler, love them to death, man. They give you some good advice. And I mean, I'll listen to
Very,
them.
very
That's
knowledgeable, bro. Very
yeah.
knowledgeable.
That I mean, listening to them is actually how I learned how to find tracks and look for tracks. And I mean, we got some tracks that I sent you that we got. But yeah, man, my uncle out there, he got it going on, brother. He's got it going on, and he wants somebody to come out there with him and see for themselves. I mean, I want somebody to come out there. There's dens out there, man, it blow your mind.
You know what?
Like,
I actually have a guy that he lives actually in Arkansas, which isn't too far from you guys. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So I can probably talk to him because he's the Arkansas state representative, right?
yeah,
For
yeah,
North American Dogman Project.
yeah, yeah,
So I can probably talk to him because he travels a lot, bro. He's a truck driver, right?
yeah,
And he travels a lot, and he might can go by there and actually talk to your uncle, bro. You know what I mean? Because
yes, man.
he
Somebody,
himself he himself had 4 Dogman encounters, bro. That's what I'm saying is.
Yes, somebody please, like my, I did. I'm not. This is for real. Like it blows my mind because I didn't ever really believe in it. And they, like I always thought they was real. In the back of my mind, like yeah, Bigfoot. Yeah, I can believe he's out there. Like he's got to be. But a
Yeah,
walking wolf. Like when I was 12, when I saw that encounter, I still think in my mind that that was just a wolf that stood up. Maybe he was being, territorial or something, just warning me. Uh, I still think that might have been a wolf. Some people I've told that story to says that, hey man, that was a variant 3 dog man. I'm like, well, I don't know. It didn't look like a werewolf. It looked like a wolf. Uh, but when you're 12, when you see something like that stand up on his back legs, man, it's scary. But yes, brother, my
yeah,
uncle. I'm actually gonna go out there. I've been out of town. I went to North Carolina. I travel a lot too doing this fiber. And I've been meaning to go back out there with my uncle, brother. He's got some good evidence. Like, and he sees it. He's actually getting him a recorder. I think I'm gonna try to help him get it to where he can record audio. Maybe he can get these growls. And man, that's just the more knowledge we can get out there to the people and let them know that hey, these things are out there. I still don't know if they're real, like they've been here forever, or if they're demonic. I believe they might be coming through portals, listening to all these other people, and actually, like Hellbent Holler, they got a good show on the Burning Lights. That blew my mind. Like that show blew my mind. I'm like, man, check, they called a portal, and then my uncle got that picture that I sent to you. I mean, that blows my mind right there.
yeah, absolutely, bro. And you know what? Like you had told me, and remember I told you, said, well, I want to talk to you first, and then I'll talk to your uncle. Remember when you first mentioned
Yeah,
about your
yeah,
uncle and his property, the activity in his property, and all that? So I said, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can do that, but I'd like to talk to you first because I ran into you first. Remember?
yeah,
And then I told you, well, and then I'll talk to your uncle. You're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And like you mentioned at the very beginning of this show, you said that your uncle didn't want to. He wanted to come on, but no, he'd rather talk to me like separate. So
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that'll work.
yeah.
That'll work. We could do that. We
That's
can make that happen.
yeah. That's like my dad. My dad didn't want to come on and tell about his encounters because he's like, I don't want the world to know. They'll think I'm crazy. You know what I mean? He's just old school, and I respect that. But yeah, man, it started at my dad's house, and I saw it when I was a kid. It's like, man, is this a family curse? Like, are these beings following us around? Are they targeting us? It really does make me think that because my uncle's got it. Man, it's just I'm scared for my uncle. I say a prayer for my uncle every night. I really do. I don't want to wake up one morning and go out there to see him, and he'll be gone, his tent ripped up.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, bro. Yeah, that's something worrisome for you. I know because he's out there by himself and
Yes,
out there in the woods, man. That's pretty dangerous.
it
But yeah,
is. Let
okay.
me tell you.
Well, hey, also, can you tell everybody about the picture you told me that you saw and you couldn't get the guy to send you the picture because he doesn't really
Yes,
want it out there?
that is Mr. Morris in Waterford, Mississippi.
Waterford,
It's just
Mississippi.
on the banks of Sardis Lake. And
Okay.
let me tell you something, y'all. If you ain't never been to Waterford, Mississippi, that is a creepy place in the morning time. They got that foggy dew coming off the lake rolling through there. I mean, it just looks like something out of a horror movie, brother. I'm not lying. But yes, Mr. Morris, man, I got his address, everything. I know he don't want me to give his information out, so I won't. But yes, his son, they actually call them mud dogs. They actually do call them mud dogs over there. They say that they are a wolf coyote hybrid. They actually shot and killed 2 of them, took pictures of it, and I will describe it to you. I mean, it looked like a wolf, but you had the hair of a coyote that gets say like a silverish brown color, about an inch and a half long. I mean, they didn't look like it. It didn't look like it was rough and ragged or nothing. His tail was about medium length tail, bushy tail. Uh, Thin hair when he ran down the body. You got to the neck. He did have. It wasn't real thick, like all the way around. I guess you could say like Saber Tooth Tiger on X Men used to look like. It wasn't like that. It was just a little bitty old ring that come around his back. It was just a little bit thicker right there. Uh, Real pointy ears. The ears was a little bit on the side of the head. I mean, not really on the side, kind of like on the top of the side, I guess like a regular wolf would be. But real pointy. The snout was a little bit elongated. Uh, did have some good sized canine teeth, brother. Did have some good sized canine teeth on 'em. And yes, they was pretty thick. I don't weight size, bro. I guess if we were stood up on his hind leg, and they said that these things stand up on the hind legs and scream, and that's why I wish my dad was here, Carlito, because we was there talking to him when we heard one scream in the woods, and that's actually when we found out that they were mud dogs. Because Mr. Moore said, "There goes them daggum mud dogs." You know, he's like 80 something years old, and I was like, "Mud dogs," and that's when he told me, and we got into that whole subject. It just blew my mind. But yes, the scream that they did sounded like a woman. I don't, sound like a woman and some kind of animal. And I mean, it's like a woman screamed to the top of her lungs. I just got chill bumps thinking about that song, that scream. And yeah, it sounded like a woman getting slaughtered, but it was like a woman and some kind of animal mix. It just blew my mind when we heard that scream. And my dad was there beside me because my dad drives me around to my job. So yes, he was there. I do want to get my dad on, and let him tell y'all, because he was not a believer in this, and now he's like, "Hey, man, I'm never going in the woods again, son." And we grew up in the woods, brother. We
Wow.
grew up in the woods.
Really? So y'all been in the
Yeah,
woods all your life, basically?
yeah. We grew up camping, man. We camped every weekend. Dad used to take us hunting when we was little. I remember being 5 years old in the deer stand. And actually, one of the deer stands like a little deer hut, I guess you could say. And my dad's in there. We had a horse's apple. I remember at 5 o'clock in the morning, being 5, 6 years old, I'd want to go out the back of that hut and play with them horses apples. And my dad would get so mad, but he'd always let me do it. But he never shot a deer while I was with him. I can tell you that much. Wasn't no deer coming around, brother.
Man, so y'all really know how to walk the woods, right? I mean that because that takes a
Yes,
long time
yes,
to learn.
yes.
Yeah.
We know what to look for, like on trees, poison ivy. Yes, I know. We know how to transverse through the woods pretty good. But I never. One thing I can honestly say is I never paid attention to prints in the ground or nothing like that. I always knew that if the woods got quiet, that there was a predator around. I mean, that's everybody knows that if the woods get quiet, something's going on. But yes, as far as yes,
Yes.
we grew up in the woods.
Yes, absolutely.
We can handle it.
And
We can handle our own. I can tell you that
right,
much.
and you mentioned that you had an encounter with your son in the back of the studio. I mean, behind the scenes in
Yeah.
the studio. That tell us about that, man. The woods went dead quiet, and tell us
Yes.
what y'all encountered.
We was my uncle. Like I said, my uncle put that picture up, and he was like, "Man, what is this?" And that's when I told him, "Hey, uncle, I think you got a dog man out there." Well, I went out there to his property. I haven't talked to my uncle in about a year or two. I say about a year. Uh, I just didn't keep in touch with him. I got busy. That's my fault. I apologize, on Gary. I love you. But we went out there to help him out because I was like, "Hey, I'm not no expert at this, uncle, but I know, by watching this from what's been happening to us, that I can help you out a little bit." Well, I took my son with me because he wanted to see for himself, and that's my son Bailey. Okay. He's 13, and he's my helper, brother. He's actually good. We went out there with my uncle. My uncle was with us too. Uh, Man, we was out there walking around. We done found like two prints. Found that big Sasquatch print, and we found that Dogman print. And I was telling about the dens. You want to look at dens, try to show them about how to find prints. And we heard movement. And that was actually the first time. That's the one where we got the picture of the Sasquatch. We heard movement in the bushes. The woods didn't go quiet. Birds were chirping. Wasn't nothing quiet or nothing like that. You didn't feel that eerie feeling. But then we heard some big movement over there. We turned around, and when we took the pictures, I mean, it got quiet, brother. Like, tell him, Bubba. It got it got quiet, and he was
Like
like,
dead
"Hey, Dad."
quiet, like they say in the
When I
encounters.
say yes, Yes, sir. When I tell you dead quiet, like it sounded like the water wasn't even making no noise because there's a creek that runs through there, and it sounded like you couldn't even hear the water. I don't know if it's something they do, but when I tell you it got dead quiet, brother, it got dead quiet. Like it spooked me. You could hear yourself breathing. It was that quiet. Al said, "Hi, baby."
Yeah, I think yeah, people were saying hi to Bailey
Yeah, they're saying
also.
hi to baby. Hey, let me tell you, and when we got home, that's why, like my son, man, he's got a very good eye. We got home, he went to analyzing the pictures, and he's the one that found that Sasquatch face in that picture, and he found that Dogman behind that bush. Behind him, it wasn't a bush; it was trees, grown up trees, and he actually found it. He spotted him when he was looking through the photos. So yes, that. Let me tell you something. That was scary, y'all. When I tell you the woods went quiet, I mean, how would you describe it, baby? Best describe it like, say if you had a hearing aid and you turned your hearing aid all the way down. Let's say you turned it off, but yeah, like when yeah, and it gets dead quiet right before the storm hits, like that, brother. It was, it was
Yeah,
creepy.
yeah, I can imagine. Man. Wow.
Yeah, that was very creepy.
I've never heard dead quiet woods before. Never. I've been in the woods. I've been close to the woods. I've been in the wood, through the woods, whatever. But never heard like dead quiet. But never. I've always heard
Yeah,
insects. At least insects I can hear, but never dead quiet. But the thing is that they say that these creatures, whether it be Bigfoot
yeah,
or
yeah,
Dogman, they have the ability to do that to make the woods go quiet. Now, how does that happen? Nobody actually knows, but there's a lot of
yeah,
theories. There's a lot of theories that maybe they have some type of special vibration within their body that they put out, right? The frequency, the
yeah,
vibration, and then only the
yeah,
how only animals can hear a certain vibration and frequency, right? Like dogs,
yeah,
let's say dogs, they hear that whistle,
yeah,
right? And humans can't hear it. Well, just like that, but the animals they hear it and they go quiet. You know what I'm saying? And we don't hear that. We just
yes,
hear dead quiet. You know what I mean? But there could be
yes.
some type of vibration or some some type of
Yes,
frequency going on
what
that
are they?
we
Yes,
don't hear. Yeah.
I heard Mr. Groves, Mr. Martin Groves talking about that on Professionals.
Hmm.
And yes, that blew my mind when he was talking about that. And I was like, man, when he said the woods went quiet,
Yeah.
brother, I'm telling you, like they gotta have some kind of force that can do that because man, I ain't never heard crickets. Yeah, everything just stopped chirping. Man, birds stopped. I mean, it's like they stopped at once. It was like, hey, gotta be quiet. Somebody's gonna die. Yes, yes, yeah. They got and man, that got real because my son's with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'll die before he gets to my son. You know what I mean? And I told Bailey that. I said, Bailey, if something comes out, I give him the keys to my truck. I said, you go into the truck and you go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna give you time to get out. That was scary, Carlito. And I mean, what's crazy is my uncle, the same as I want someone to come down here and someone that's professional. That because I'm not a professional at this, brother. I'm not. I don't. I'm learning like what you just told me now. Like they got the ability to put that off, man. That blows my mind because it happened to us, you know, and that was creepy. The woods actually went dead quiet. Uh, but yeah, I want someone that has experience at this to come down here and check this out. Like man, I think we're in a hot spot. I really do. Taylor, Mississippi ain't no joke. No, it's real.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I think Taylor, Mississippi, bro. Honestly, well, this is just my opinion. It's like second, right after LBL to me. To
Yes,
me, right?
yes.
There's a lot of like in the Daniel Boone Forest over there in Kentucky. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot, in California as well. There's a lot in Texas, Sam Houston, Forest
Yes,
or whatever national park. But all around well, and you can't leave out over here in what is it, New Orleans, Louisiana, all that,
yes. Louisiana, the Bayou,
Hmm.
the Rougarou, what they call
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. But to me, I think Taylor's like number two as far
them.
as
Yes,
hot
brother.
spot, as far as hot spots.
Yes. And I
That's
will
cool.
tell y'all, the residents of Taylor, Mississippi know about Dogman.
Yes. Hey, I got this question for you real quick before I forget and
Uh-huh.
not come back to it. It says, Bailey, what do your friends think about them? That's a question
And
for.
I've never really heard none of them talk about them.
Oh,
he's
really?
never mentioned it to his friends, y'all,
Okay.
because he don't want his friends to think,
Yeah.
because people do think that,
Yeah.
man, you're not seeing no upright walking dog, or there's no
Yeah.
way that happens to you. Them prints are fake. Like,
Yep. Yep.
brother, I get that all
It's
the
very
time.
hard to believe. It's very hard to believe in if you don't have an open mind, and they just kind of close it out, and
Yes.
say, no, you're crazy, you're stupid, whatever, right? Yeah. Yeah. We all
And
know.
you know what's sad about it is I used to be one of them people. I used to be one of them guys that sat back and like, man, come on, dude. Like, there's no way that they're doing that. Even though that happened to me when I was 12, I always thought, and it probably still was a wolf, but I still didn't never think about it. And then until it happens to you, when it happens to you, brother, let me tell you, you get a whole sense of the world then, because it's like, wait a minute, something that's not supposed to happen is happening, and that's a scary feeling.
Yes.
It
Yes, it
really is.
is.
Like
Um,
my son, like Bailey, he's scared of, but at the same time, he's intrigued, like I am, because he knows like what we've seen, what's out there. So we might have seen them face to face that day, but when we got home, looked at photographs, and man, the woods going quiet, and what you see in the photographs, and then the prints we got, man, it's kind of hard to say, hey, wasn't nothing out there.
mhm.
There's my uncle right there. That's my uncle Gary.
Yeah, there's Uncle Gary.
Yep, that's my uncle. Hey, y'all,
He says
look,
there's certain
listen to him.
places
Yes,
there's certain places that make my hair stand up on my neck and chills run all over me. I want to go down the creek. I went
he wanted to go down the creek last
last
time.
time, and I
He
was
said he
down
read.
creek. I ran out of the woods, and I went. I
He
want
won't
to
go.
go, but
Yeah,
he won't go by himself
he
again.
won't
Yeah,
go back by himself.
yeah,
That's why he wanted me to come down there, and he went deeper into the woods. Like,
right.
man, brother, these cryptids are coming up to his home, to his tent. Like, they're coming up growling. He walked outside, got a picture of a print. I think it was about a week or two ago. And I mean, it's blowing my mind that man, you're out there with him, Uncle Gary. I wish he wouldn't be out there, but he loves it out there. He's an outdoorsman. He'd rather be outside than he would be inside. So I mean, I got to hand it to him. And his camp, y'all, is amazing. Oh yeah, he's got his camp looking awesome. Like I want to live out there. Like I mean, he's awesome with it.
hmm Hey, I wanted to ask you too. Eric just came in and he said, "I've heard a lot of YouTube Dogman stories about Taylor, Mississippi, like the city power workers. I think there's a government cryptid lab there." He's saying, and I think he's right. I think there's something
I mean, there could be, brother,
definitely.
because I do fiber electric, so I'm basically with the power company.
hmm
And man, we're out in the woods all the time, brother. And I mean, you hear stuff. I think there is something there. Everybody up here knows about them. We just don't talk about them. I found out
Yeah,
about them. I actually did know about them. Taylor, Mississippi, though, that little video town, y'all, they know about them.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
I will say
Hey,
that
and
they
and
know.
and
They
and,
know
and,
about it.
and speaking about Taylor, Mississippi, man, I want you to give us the inside, scoop on that place, man, because nobody can go in. It's only
Oh, brother,
local
it's a
people.
small. Look, it's a one stop sign town, brother. If you blink, you're gonna
If
miss
you
it.
blink, you miss it. Yeah, I know,
I mean,
I know,
I'm not lying to you.
I
It's
know.
if you blink, you're gonna miss it. There ain't but like four buildings downtown. I mean, it's very small,
Yeah,
like very small.
yeah, I know, I know.
Uh, and but let me tell you, everybody down there sticks together. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
What do you think the
Everybody down,
population is? What do you think the population is there in Taylor, Mississippi?
man, and Taylor, man, I
Yeah,
wouldn't about 400, 500
that's what I
maybe.
was gonna say.
It's,
About 400,
yeah,
500, maybe, right? Yeah,
yeah.
it's that small.
It's
Wow.
very small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this: Have you spoke to any residents there about this, and have they told you anything? Like, do they come out and talk about it, or no?
No, they don't. I actually talked to
No.
one guy. He did talk to me about it. But yes, he would. He said, yes, I know that they're out there. I believe his name was Stephen too, just like mine. He actually lives not far from downtown Taylor. Me and my dad went out there to run some fiber to his house so he can get his internet hooked up. And man, we were sitting there talking, and something popped up on my phone, and I believe it was something that you posted. Well, he saw me pull my phone out, look at it, and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh man, it's about Dogman. You know, I don't know if y'all heard me." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." The walking. He said, "Yeah, the walking wolves of Taylor, Mississippi." I was like, "Yeah, buddy, the walking
Yeah,
wolves of
really?
Taylor, Mississippi." He's like, "Yeah, we know they're
Wow.
out there. Yeah,
Man,
they're out
that's
there."
crazy. But they didn't give you like any stories or any personal
I mean,
encounters or
I
anything
can
like
tell you this
that?
much.
No, right?
I can I can tell you this much. And he didn't want me to tell y'all.
Mhm.
He's a buddy of mine. He actually does fiber too. Me and him
Mhm.
actually went to work today. He does fiber also. He was in Taylor, Mississippi one night, and he actually had they saw something. He called me. When was this, Bubba? 6 months ago when Lil D called me. Six,
Oh,
7 months ago,
yeah, something
he
like that.
called me. He said, "Bro, I just saw a werewolf." I said, "What?" This
Yes,
wasn't long after we found out. He doesn't know about him.
what do you think
While he
freaked me
was
out?
working?
He was working. The homeowner come outside. The homeowner, he was outside. It was actually around 6 o'clock in the evening. It was in the winter time, so you know it starts to get dark. 5:30,
Yeah.
6 o'clock. He had his headlights on. He was finishing up, putting it up at the lid, connecting his fiber. And the homeowner come outside and said, "Sir, you don't need to be out here in the late nights. There's crazy things that come on around here. Big dogs, I believe is what he was told."
Yeah.
And yes, my buddy Lil D saw a big black mask that looked just like a werewolf walking on all
Wow.
fours, exiting about 50 yards away from that man's house into the wood line. Said he come out
Wow.
and walk back into the wood line. So yes,
Oh
sir.
man. You see that comment right there, Stephen, that I put up from
What is
Ghetto
that?
Yeti? Read it real quick. It says I've heard
Says
local
I've heard the local law enforcement strongly discourages outsiders investigating the walking wolves. Is that true? Yes. If they catch you in the woods, you will be warned.
escorted.
I believe you will be a citation in your first trip. Second trip,
Yeah.
I do believe you go to jail. Yes,
Yeah.
they do not want you in the woods.
Yeah, I've heard a
Everywhere
lot
you
about
go
that.
down there, everywhere you go in Taylor, it's a no trespassing sign.
Right, right. I've heard that even I can't remember if it was Dark Waters or if it was some other channel, but I've heard that they said that somebody actually did go down there. Well, besides
Look,
Dark
you
Water, because
see,
Dark Waters went down there. I don't know if you know that.
yes,
He went
yeah, I
down there.
know where I listened to Darkwater's story, and I know
Yeah,
where he said, actually, Old Taylor Road, that's the road I take.
yeah, Old Taylor Road.
And he said it was in a bend, and Carlito, I've never been down there, and I think I know the bend that he was in. I think I know the bend of the road that he was in.
Yeah,
And I believe, yes, I think I know where it's
man,
at.
I've been up and down that road on Google Earth, brother, trying to look for that damn light pole, man, that he was
Yes,
fixing. That one
it's
guy was
actually,
fixing.
yeah, it actually comes out of the wood line and comes
I,
across, and you
I
can
think I
see,
know which one it is, but I'm not sure. I mean, I can't be
yeah,
positive.
I believe that's the one too. I believe that's the one that he had his encounter at.
Yeah, and well, it was two. One was about a guy, the cable guy. Remember that he went up on the
Yes,
bucket
yes,
fixing that
yes,
thing, and he had some other guy, local guy, come out and like, oh man,
yes,
don't mind them, just go up there and do this and that. He came back down and took off, and they went to like a local thing, and that's what he explained everything to him. But he was like,
yes,
that guy was like all unfazed about it. You know what I mean? The local guy, like, oh yeah,
yes,
just don't come
bro.
out here by
Like,
yourself. Wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
and I mean they got locals out there that run at night. They'll actually run down the road at night and jog.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's some kind of respect that they have with these things. Uh, like they respect them. Like, hey, I know you live here. You know what I mean?
Trying to get like a
Right,
perspective.
right. I think
Uh,
they do have the like a mutual respect kind of thing,
yes,
right? Like
yes,
they don't
I think
they
they
don't go
do.
out in the woods, exploring,
Yep,
and
yep,
they don't come in the town,
yes,
making a
yes,
mess or a ruckus, right? Kind of thing
yep, yeah.
they
I
got
really
going.
do. I
Yeah.
think they have. Yeah,
Hmm.
because there is some locals in Taylor that I've seen running down the road jogging, getting their exercise in at 7, 8 o'clock at night. When I'm on my way home, and I'm thinking in my mind like, hey, you're about to be somebody's meal, buddy.
Yeah, you better get out of here, man. Sun's
You
going
better get
down.
inside that house.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't be outside. I can tell you that much.
Hell
But I
no.
say that, and then I'm working outside in Taylor, Mississippi, at Dogman, bro. So
Well,
yeah, I guess I'm.
you work in the fiber optic internet. That's basically the same thing,
Yeah,
except
bro. I'm
except
out
yours
there.
is underground. You got to
Yep.
dig a trench and put it into from the
Yeah.
pole, right? From the pole to
Yep.
the
Yep.
people's home, right? Right.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
basically the same thing, except you're in their front yard, you know.
Yeah,
But
except I
you
can't get in
but
a bucket.
right, but you might have the bushes right on the other side of the road too, right? So
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
tree
can't get
line,
in the bucket and get
yeah,
20 feet in the air. If they come out after me, brother, and then
yeah,
I'm pushing 40 and I'm 265 pounds. I can't run no more, brother.
right, yeah. I know it, man.
They'll catch me.
I try
They'll
to run,
catch me.
I'll pull a hamstring, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling
It's
you.
happened before. I try to run haul
Yeah,
ass out of zero to 15 miles an hour and all that, pulling a
yeah.
hamstring and all kinds of stuff, bro. Oh my
Man,
god,
bro, I'm
forget about
telling
it.
you.
Yeah.
He tripped.
I remember that, man.
He tumbled like 10 feet.
My
Yeah.
sons didn't believe I could run fast.
Yeah.
I actually can run really fast, believe it or not, for a big guy. I can
Yeah.
run a four. I think what was it, like a 4.7 or something like that for a big guy. And I raced my 9-year-old. He's very athletic, and I mean, it just blew his mind that this big guy could run. But I
Yeah.
ran so fast, Carlito, that I did a front flip, Bubba. My weight got out from underneath me.
Oh
I
man.
ran so fast, I did a front flip, but I ain't even lying to you.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that
Oh
happening.
man, I had everybody rolling.
Yeah.
They was laughing. I was hurting and they was laughing, Bubba.
Yeah. I can believe it,
They
man. I
took
can
off.
believe
Kind of laughing. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Hey,
yeah.
Steven.
They couldn't believe.
So Steven. So you say that you go by. Well, I know not you say, but you tell me that you go through Taylor every once in a while to get from one place to another, right? Where you're going,
Yeah,
and that's when you said, "Man, hey, Carlito, here's some pictures, man. Just drove by Taylor, Mississippi." Right?
yes,
I'm like, oh hell
yes,
yeah! I'm like a kid at a candy store watching your
yes.
videos and your pictures that you send me. Um, but have you ever felt anything when you go by there, bro? Like, have you ever felt some type of
Yes, I actually
bad
do.
vibe or something?
I
Especially
don't
when
know
you're
if
out
it's
there
the
alone.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yes. I don't know if it's because I know about them now or not.
Hmm.
But yes, I do. When I'm in Taylor, Mississippi, brother, my head's like on a swivel. I'm
Yeah.
checking everything. I do get a vibe, and I don't know if it's maybe they can sense that I know about them now. You know what I mean? And they're like, hey, this guy right here might know too much. But yes, I do feel like I'm being watched sometimes, and
Yeah.
you do get that. I don't know how to describe it. You just get that feeling like somebody or something is watching you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Absolutely.
that feeling just comes over you, like, man,
Absolutely, bro. And you know that
yes.
they're telepathic too, right? People
I heard that
have
there was.
spoken to them, yeah,
Yes.
telepathically. So, if you're driving by there and you're just kind of like, having your thoughts like that, damn, where these things can be, where these things at. I hope one don't pop out on me.
Yes.
And they're just listening to what you're saying in your mind as you go by. You know what I mean? What if what if they pick up on that and one day they answer you like, hey, don't come by here no more or something? You know
Hey,
what I mean? Like,
brother,
damn,
look,
bro.
listen to me. I never thought about it like that before,
Yeah,
Carlito.
yeah,
Me and my son goes and helps me, like, during summer vacation stuff. My son actually comes and helps me. And every time we go through town, do we not talk about him?
Yeah, we started talking about him
We
again
start
today.
talking about them every time we go through Taylor. I'm like, hey, baby, a dog man might jump out. What they're out there watching us.
yeah,
And I did not know about that telepathy. I've heard about it, but the
yeah,
way that you just described it to me,
yeah,
bro,
yeah,
oh my Lord.
yeah. They can read
I don't
your
want one to come
thoughts.
out and pop out and say hello.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Uh,
If you're
uh-uh.
close enough, they can read your thoughts and they can communicate with you too. Yeah,
Man, that is wild, bro, because we talk about them all the time. Every time we're in Taylor, that's why I send a picture to you. It's like automatically, as soon as I hit Taylor, Mississippi, I'm like,
Like,
hey,
yeah,
this is Dogmanville right here. You
yeah,
the
know?
whole day we were
yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. Man, I never, man, maybe they're making me talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. What if they're
Yeah.
telepathic in my mind saying, hey, talk about it? Because we don't really talk about it until we hit Taylor, Mississippi. And it's like automatically, hey, this is where the Dogman's at. You know what I mean? And man, that's wild, bro. I never, thank you for doing that. You just enlightened me or something. I appreciate that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. And hey, I had just one more follow up question to that. Have you ever spoke
Uh-huh.
to a law enforcement about in Taylor, Mississippi about that or anything about the
No,
subject, maybe topic?
uh,
No,
I'm going to
never
be
brought it
honest
up.
with you. I've been going through Taylor now for a year, over a year, and brother, I've never seen a law enforcement in Taylor. I know they got them there, but I've never seen one out. I think it's just one cop. He patrols. I mean, and
Wow.
I haven't really talked to the Oxford. You can go. Oxford is the neighboring town.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say town. I say a
Right.
city. It's Ole Miss.
Right. Hey,
Uh,
was gonna ask you for a favor, Steven. I have to run
hmm
to the restroom real quick because I'm drinking so much here and I got my AC on and all this. I have to go to the restroom real quick. Just 2 minutes, bro. Can you tell the people I'm gonna mute my mic so they can't hear anything from here on my
Okay.
end, and they can hear you better too because of the AC, like I was saying. Um, can you tell them about your encounter with the Bigfoot that you told me about? And maybe like what your dad has encountered over the years as well. Can you
Oh
tell the
yes,
people about that?
when he saw you talking about when we saw him outside the window
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
was moving. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, bro. I'll be right back.
All right. All right, brother. Well, all right, y'all. This right here happened actually when we first found out, and I was actually learning about Bigfoot and Dogman. And I was actually getting interested in it. My dad, like I said, he had encounters at his house and on his land, and we was actually over there. He was over there one night, and he saw walked by his window. I mean, he saw it and said it looked like a bear, but it was just bigger than a bear. His shoulders were wider than a bear, and it was a darkest brown color. I guess you could say, I don't know, just a darkest brown color. I forgot the name of it, what I was going to say about it. But yes, we actually saw that. And the next day I went over there, he told me about it. And I actually took a picture of a big black mass in the woods. We heard it moving around out there and took a picture of it. And I have sent it to a couple people. But yes, that was a scary situation for my father. I'm gonna try to get my father on here to talk about it, but he doesn't really kind of, I guess you say, camera shy, so he doesn't really want to talk about it. He'll tell us about it, but he don't want to come on and tell everybody else about it. Me, on the other hand, I want everybody to know that from what we've seen and experienced, these beings are out there. They're out there. But yes, other than that, man, if anybody ever wants to come down here and take a look for yourself, we got a hot spot. We actually want people to come down with us. Bailey go out there with us too. I mean, he's actually a good researcher. He's my right hand man. But yes, we want anyone and everyone who's interested, because we really want to know. And I know everybody else that does this. I guess you could say not for a living, but real good on it for a living. Yes, y'all come down and help us, please. We want to know what these things are and what they're about. You back, Bubba?
Yeah, I'm back, brother.
All
I'm
right.
back. Thank you, man,
Yeah, I was
for
telling him. I told him about that encounter my dad.
mhm. Yeah, because I remember asking you if you had like an actual dogman, close up encounter, and you're like, no, not really, but we had a Bigfoot encounter, so that's what I
Yes,
was asking to see if you.
the Bigfoot encounter.
Yeah. Okay. And next up too, we're gonna move on because I don't I want the people to see the pictures, bro, before somebody has to go to sleep or something.
Okay,
Um,
okay,
so we're moving on to that next. Okay. That way
all
everybody
right,
can get a chance to see the picture.
okay.
See, somebody just said, "Can you show the picture?" Yeah. All right.
Now
So yeah, guys.
that
Hmm.
one I sent you of the dog man coming through the portal. My uncle took that picture. My uncle gave it. Like I
Okay.
said, he's got amazing photographs, man.
Okay. Well, I'm
He
gonna bring
got
them
them
up, and
amazing.
you tell me which one to go to, left, right, and then
Okay,
we'll
okay.
give a brief explanation on each. Okay. Here we go. All right. That's the first one there. Um,
That's the one my uncle took. That's the one that
okay.
like a dog man coming through a portal.
That
And the
okay.
tree is the portal. Yes,
Okay. Okay.
he
Now,
caught that.
oh, right
Go ahead.
there.
Yes. You see, that's the tree, and you see his head right up there at the top. You go up to the top,
Oh, right here.
right. Yeah, that's his snout and stuff coming through. You see his ear on the side. If you zoom in on it, yes,
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me zoom in
yes,
on that.
brother, yes, brother, yes, brother.
When you showed
That's it
that to
right
me,
there.
Yes,
I didn't
you
really see
see
that.
his eye up there on the top.
That right
Yes,
there.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, and you see his ear on the back. You see his ear back there.
Yeah.
Yes, brother.
That eye almost looks like it's got a shine in it, man.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
then that's the snout. course.
Yes, yes.
Mouth,
My uncle, yes,
mouth
my
area.
uncle got that one, bro. That's amazing. Like,
Wow.
man, you're lucky. He's lucky to be alive staying out there. I'm just telling you.
Man. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes,
And okay, well, let's move on to the next one. I really like this one, man. It looks like it's got ears over
yes.
here. Remember, I
That
told you when
there
you
is
showed it to
mama.
me.
Yes,
That's mama.
that's the mom. That's mama dog, man, right there, buddy.
I hope you guys can see that pretty good. That looks like a shoulder.
Yep, that's
That
the
looks
shoulders
like a
right there.
shoulder.
Yep,
This is the head right here, where it's
yep,
circled.
that's the head. The two black dots you can see are the eyes.
Yeah, one. There's
If you
one right
look in there,
here and one right there.
yep, the two black dots up
And
there.
I can see ear. I can see one ear right here. Can't see the other one, but I'm pretty sure it's over here somewhere. Okay, man, that's a damn good one
Yeah,
right
that's mama dog, man, right there. But we was getting close to some juveniles, I believe, and she was letting us know.
there. Hmm.
You know, when she moved right there, that's when the woods got quiet. We heard movement right there.
Hmm.
I took that picture, uh, and that's when the wood got quiet. Carlito on that picture right there, buddy.
Damn, that's a. Sorry guys, but that's a badass picture of one right there, man.
Yes,
You can see
and
the
like
whole. You can see the whole bulkiness of it. You know what I'm saying? Like right through
yes,
the tree branches and everything. It's trying to blend in, but it's not really
brother,
working.
that's a monster right there. And I mean, we could actually. It's hard to say you could see it, but you could see something. And my uncle was out there with us. You could see what looked like there was something in there, like a body over there.
Hmm.
Because I remember saying, man, that looks like a body, like something big's over there.
Oh,
Yes,
that like I
yes,
said, look all the way down here in that
yes.
bush, and there's like a
That's
big
yes.
grayish brownish color.
That's it, baby. That's the one. That's the picture.
It's like how they.
Lori Barnes was
Yes.
saying, wait, look at the first picture. There's a face on its side. So that's the first picture, and then let me zoom it in. I
Yes, you
think
can see the face.
I see that face,
Oh yeah, no. If you look on the
but
side of her neck,
right
you see
here,
it right there,
right
like where
here,
the tree. Yeah,
yeah,
you look up a little bit, you can see the nose and two eyes on it.
yeah, right here, right down here.
Yeah,
That's the one I saw too
yeah.
a while ago.
Man, that is just amazing. Like this picture right here, Carlito, I ain't gonna lie. Like my uncle did an amazing job at that, man.
Yeah,
And he's like me. All we got are cell phones, brother. We just
yeah.
but
Hey,
like,
but those are damn good pictures for cell phone, bro. Because I've seen some cell
yes,
phone pictures like, oh man, dude.
brother. That's with our cell phone. I got an iPhone, brother. Took that with my iPhone.
Is it on our phone? Or is it on the phone?
Yeah, there's some cell phones. I'm like, damn, dude. Do they still make
That's the one you
flip
found, baby.
phone flip phone cameras?
Yeah, my son, like I said, my son, all these pictures that I'm getting, that I'm sending you, my son analyzes them and he
Right.
finds them. He says, "Daddy, look at this." And I mean, you can't miss that, brother. That there is just, mm, I love that picture. I was scared that day, but I love that picture. And I heard, like Mr. Al said a while ago, don't go looking for these creatures. I don't necessarily want to go looking for them, but I'm
Right.
more scared for my uncle. So I'm trying to find out from my uncle because he's living out there with these things.
Right.
Uh,
Man,
and
dude,
really,
that's
if I can get stuff like this, I want the world to know about it. You know what I mean?
yeah, and you know what? That's the thing too, because that's why I was so how do you say adamant on talking to you about these things and your pictures
Yes,
because you're so close to Taylor, Mississippi. So what makes you
yes,
think? What makes you think those walking wolves they so call them won't go to Waterford or won't go to Oxford
yes,
or won't go
yes.
to Paco County? What do you call it?
Pontotoc,
Okay,
Pontotoc County.
Pontotoc,
Pontotoc.
right?
I live in
So
Pontotoc, brother.
right.
So
So
it's Pontotoc County.
I think Stephen, I think they expand all in that area, bro. You know, all the
Yes,
way to your town, all the way to your uncle's town. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Because y'all are like
yes,
opposite sides of Taylor, Mississippi, like
yes,
30 miles
yes,
away. Like, let's say Taylor, Mississippi is right dead center, or you're like
yep. I would be,
southeast, right?
yes,
Like
yes.
30 miles southeast of Taylor, and your uncle's I think northwest, right, of Taylor,
My uncle
something
is
like that.
northeast. I'm
Northeastern?
southeast. I think my uncle is northeast.
Okay, northeast. Okay.
Yeah, northeast, and then
Right.
Waterford, I believe, is I want to say northwest or something like that. I believe it is from Taylor.
Hmm.
Uh, and yes, bro, I'm like you, man. I think there's an army of these things over here, brother.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's hundreds of thousands of these things out here. I don't know. I wouldn't say that much because of the food source.
Hmm.
Uh, but man, I think there's a good pack of them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. There's a pack of them.
Yeah.
I will tell you how much. There's got to be. There's
Hey,
got to be.
I noticed. Al Santoriga said something that's really makes sense, right? Says your uncle
Yes.
is fine. Don't worry about him. He's been out there
Yes.
this long. Then he's good. And yeah, it does make sense because they wanted to
It does
do
make
something
sense
to him.
because
Yeah,
yes,
they would have
yes,
did it already, right?
yes. I just worry
Yeah.
about him like going by himself, like he said a while ago when he posted. You know, he went a little too deep. Like I think he went a little too deep into their territory, and you know, they're like, "Hey, you're getting a little too close, buddy."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think they're wanting to coexist with him because I mean they gotta respect him by now. He's been out there with them for a while, brother, and they've tried to scare him off because he's called me at 11 o'clock at night saying, "Steven, I can hear something growling outside my tent," and you could hear something growling outside the tent when he called me.
Yeah.
Like I could hear something moving around outside of his tent, and I'm like, Uncle, just get your machete, get your knife, get your blade,
And
you
you know what
know.
too? I'd like to argue, furthermore to that, idea that I think they maybe even migrate, bro, like from Taylor, Mississippi,
Yeah,
all the way to the Appalachian. You know what I mean?
yes,
West
yes,
Virginia, South Virginia, all that. You know what I mean? Like
yes,
all up and down that valley,
yes,
you could say,
yes.
mountain range or whatever.
I
Yeah.
believe, I believe around when we get these pictures, baby, around fall, right before winter.
Yes,
When we
sir.
started taking these pictures, when we got these pictures, it was right before winter started. I think they come down south during the winter and they go up north during the summer. You know what I mean? Uh, I'm not. I think they don't like the cold, but I don't really know because you got Michigan Dogman and they got these
Right.
dogmen out there in 10 foot snow, 5 foot of snow. So I'm not gonna sit here and say talk like I'm an expert because I'm not, brother.
Yeah. Then you got the Germantown sightings over in Ohio. You know,
Yep.
Jody
Yep.
Cook, my boss from North American Dogman Project, he's made that very famous
Yeah.
all across the United States. Germantown in Ohio,
Yes.
and
Yes.
so that's why I like to say maybe they the Appalachian Trail, basically. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? All up and
Yeah.
down to Mississippi, maybe even all the way to Texas. You know what I mean? But
Oh
but yeah,
yeah.
I think they migrate, bro, and that's why that I put that comment up there from Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
Nice name. It says I think they expand east and into northwest Alabama into the Bankhead
Bankhead
Forest.
Force. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Alabama has encounters all the time, brother. Like all the time.
yeah, I'm sure.
You got the Talladega National Forest, I believe, is over there. You got all kinds of forests over there in Alabama. Uh,
Yes.
yes, I believe that they are over there. Glad to see you doing it live again, bro.
Yeah.
Hunter.
That's
I
yeah,
know,
cause
bro. I watched it live the last time, man. I love the show.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's
I
it's
love
been
the
a
show.
while. It's been a while. I just been so busy, like I said at the beginning. And I do apologize to everybody for that, but
Hey, I know how. I
it's
know.
life. It's life. What can you do, right?
Tell him, brother. Tell him. My son's 13 years old. He just said, "Life is life. Life will hit you."
Yeah.
You know. And I'm trying to get him prepped for it because he's gonna find out. You know what life is about.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you,
But
Shane. Yeah,
one,
man. It's good
yeah.
to be back, Shane. It's good to be back, brother. So, but yeah, man. I think that's what it is. And what was this from her? It says, so Reddit post and dark water story. But the LG number of unprovoked attacks in Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky say that physical beings will partially devour you. Scary. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that is kind of scary. I don't really know. Everybody there's an argument about these dogmen. Like, are they natural? Are they demonic? I mean, or do they go through portals? I believe they might do all. I believe there's all different types of dogmen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listened to the confessional the other night, and maybe it was a couple months ago when they had Martin Groves, Mr. Martin Groves on there, and
Yeah,
yeah,
well, I think it's a little bit of everything, bro. Some people say it's
yeah,
demonic. Some people say it's
yeah,
interdimensional. You know, where they go in and out
yeah,
portals, like we were just talking earlier about the trees. A lot of people
yeah,
have been saying that's been going around lately. Uh,
yes. I mean,
about these
that picture.
beings or these creatures going into trees and disappearing. That means that
Yes,
that's a portal. You know what I mean?
that first picture that I showed you that my uncle took, that's a tree that dogman's coming out of. That
Yeah,
is a tree. I mean, it scared my uncle to death. Like,
right.
bless his heart, man. I love you, Uncle Gary. Man, you're gonna be okay, bro. Like Mr. Al said, they ain't got you yet. I don't think they're gonna get you.
Yeah. Eric says all cryptids are demonic. I don't know about that. I don't know about that,
Yeah,
Eric. I
I
mean,
don't know about that neither because if you
I know
honestly,
there's
because
some
I've
there are.
actually,
Yeah, I know there's some there are, but
yeah,
I doubt they all are. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put it like I heard the other day. Man, 'cause when I was coming back from North Carolina, it was a 15-hour drive, so I had a lot of time to listen to podcasts, think about stuff. But I heard something the other day that actually makes sense.
Hmm.
Uh, about the dog man. With all these accounts that people have, thousands of accounts that people get of encounters and stuff. Yeah, that's that print I got right there in Taylor, Mississippi.
Oh, you got it in Taylor?
I got that in Taylor, brother. Yes,
Oh
sir.
man, that's the
Yes,
golden ticket,
sir.
brother. That's the golden
Yes,
ticket. I mean,
sir.
you can see the claws on that thing, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was in Taylor, Mississippi, right there.
Let me zoom
Scared
it
the
up.
snot.
Let me zoom it up some more for the people, man. Those look like
Yeah,
the paw prints, those paw pads,
yeah,
the small
yeah,
ones. That's the big one, of course, down here,
yeah,
and
yeah,
the protruding nail or
yeah.
fingernail, whatever that is,
Threw the fingernail in the
and
back, and
then
them was
right
claws right
another
there,
one
bro.
right there, another one right there.
Yeah,
These are more or less indented.
yeah,
These over here less indented,
yeah,
but these three you can clearly see. These the first three.
yes,
That'd be like the
yes.
thumb and the first two fingers. Yeah.
Yes, and it was like you can see how it goes around. I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe it was said that just most of his weight was on the top three.
Hmm.
There's more prints right there. See, I've got to learn how to take pictures and stuff and be more consistent. Like I talked to you, and you're like, Steven, put your hand down by it. So yes, I need to start doing it. I need to start measuring my prints and stuff. Because that was a real good sized little print right there. Uh, but yes,
Yeah.
I've got to learn, like you said, Carlito, learn to like put something beside it so you can see how big it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, bro.
Yes,
That's what I said. Put like,
I can
you
do
know what?
that.
You know what you could put perfect either if you don't smoke like a
Yeah,
small one, not the hundreds, like the cigarette pack, right?
yes, yes,
Everybody
yes,
knows how big that is, or even a
yes.
big lighter. Everybody knows how big that is. So
Okay,
that's a
yes,
perfect reference for that, bro. Yeah.
yes.
Mhm. Yeah. So, man, yeah, that's an awesome one, man. They're saying like, wow, that's cool. Yeah, that is, man. That's an
Yes, bro,
awesome
man.
print, brother.
That
God,
that one right
dog.
there is in Taylor. The other one I got was at my
I've,
uncle's. That one right there though was in Taylor, baby.
I've seen some good prints, but this one, like, damn, bro.
Yeah, brother. Man, I want some big time. I wish I could get Hellbent Holler down here and let them go over there because man, I love Hellbent Holler. And let me tell you something.
Yeah,
Know with
yeah.
Jesse, bro, they got the wheels and means to do it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like, and I would be just honored if they did something like that. I'm like, man, like, thank you, because I know then you can probably get some good answers. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because brother, they're bringing LBL, and even Mr. Martin Groves, like them, they're bringing and all of them.
Yeah,
That they go to LBL. Like they're
right.
doing some good research out
Yeah,
there,
they're
brother.
they're doing they're working on LBO right now. That's because
Hmm.
Martin Groves, that's his area. I think he lives around LBO,
Yes, he
and
does.
and and so that's why Hellbent Holler, Joe, and Jesse, they're
Yes.
so good friends with him. You know what I mean? Because that's what
Uh-huh.
they explore a lot. And research a lot. LBO, and
Yes.
they're
I
thinking
mean,
of doing, but they have said in their lives and stuff, and in their videos that they're thinking of exploring new places as well. You know what I mean?
yes.
They're just trying to get get it down right there in LBL before they leave it alone or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So okay,
I
well
mean,
man, let's
I'm
check out
sorry,
the
brother. I was reading some of them comments. Miss Lori
yeah.
said the Dogmen have thumbnails. They have what's that called? A proceeding? It's
Yeah,
like
they got the protruding thumb. I
the
can't remember
protruding,
the
yes,
name.
the
Can't remember the
protruding
name.
nail.
But in a dog, my hand, in a dog, it's like right here, bro.
Yes.
It's not where my thumb is, but it's down here. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
almost towards your wrist. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
it'll be kind of like sticking out. Like shit, I can't.
Okay. I can see it. Yeah. You got your thumb sticking out. Man, I wish I could get you down here, Carlito.
Yeah, I know, man. I wish I
Brother,
could, brother. Shit, I wish I could.
yeah.
Man, if I could, bro, I'd go down there in a heartbeat because I know it's right next to Taylor, Mississippi, and I can even.
Yes, bro. I'd like to take you over to Mr. Morris and just let you see them pictures, man, that he's got. You know, he's an old
Mhm.
school fella. He don't want people on his property and stuff. And his son, I mean, I wish you could be over there. We could hear the screams that I heard that day. My dad was with me, brother. My dad could tell you about them screams. He said that scream scared him to death. He rolled his window up in the truck. I remember that.
Yeah, and Ghetto Yeti
Yeah.
said that looks like a front print, and yes, that's what I think it is—a front print,
Yes,
a
yes,
front
I
hand
do
print.
too.
Yeah,
Yes,
not the
I
back
think
because the back looks exactly like a dog's. You know,
yes, a back.
because
Like
because
I think I
yeah,
sent you one.
yeah. We'll look at him here in just a second. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
move on to the next one, bro.
But see, I believe that when I sent you that, I actually put my hand by it. I believe that was a big red wolf. Uh,
Should I move? Let me move to the handprint better, man.
yeah, move to the now
Yeah,
that one right there. See, yeah, that's one I sent to a couple people, and they actually came back and said, yes, that looks like
yeah.
a red wolf print.
That
You know,
looks like the hind leg print.
yeah, like the back corner, the hind leg.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's pretty
brother. You
big.
see, that's my hand. That's my hand next to it right there, and
Yeah, yeah,
I'm 6'2", 265 pounds, brother. So my hand's pretty good size.
yeah,
That was a good size print right there, buddy.
yeah, man. That
I
is.
actually, yeah, I listen to you on that one.
Man, tell us about that print, bro. How'd you come about getting that print?
Found that out there where my uncle was, where my uncle's at.
Oh, at your
That's
uncle's
one of the
property.
prints we found that day. Yeah, on
Yeah.
the bank.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
wow.
That's it. And then I got a Sasquatch print I can show you that we got at my uncle's. And that sun gun right there, Bubba, was, how big was it, baby? About 18 inches, 17, 18 inches long.
And then I
Mhm.
found the picture of it.
And it was pretty good size.
Oh, look.
Print.
Ruthie Castro said it's a dew claw. That's what it's called, dew claw.
Okay, a dew claw. All right. Thank
The
you,
one that
Ruthie.
comes out right here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
thank
Yeah.
you. See, I'm learning, brother. Even as I'm doing this interview, I'm learning.
Yeah.
You know, I'm infatuated with this because they're out there, brother. Like, and that's what, like I said, I used to be a non-believer. I used to be like, nah, I don't know about that werewolves in the
Yeah.
movies.
Look,
You know,
Lori says, yeah, on a dog it wouldn't be hitting the ground. A dew claw, yeah, because it's way up here. But
yes,
this one
yeah,
we don't know. It could be down by like our thumb, kind of. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
We really don't know. We really wouldn't know unless we had a body to prove it,
yep. And man, like, I got a
right?
picture of everybody, brother. You know what I'm saying? I want to show some people that picture. I wish somebody could come down here with me. I'll take him over there to Mr. Moore's house. He's a
Yeah,
very nice gentleman. He'd be more than happy to bring the picture out and show you the picture and tell you the story.
yeah.
They was actually getting into the chicken coop, uh, killing their chickens. I would say there's about the picture of that wolf, the dog man. To me, I'd say is a dog man. I'd say it's about 6 foot, about 5.5, 6 foot long. Uh, so if it stood up on his hind legs, it'd be about 7.5, 8 foot. Uh, yeah, it's pretty good size.
Because the other print you took it in Taylor, Mississippi. You
Yeah,
said. Now this
yeah.
picture, where did you take this picture at?
All right, these pictures right here, these
At
prints
your
right here
uncle's?
is yes. And my
Okay.
uncle lives just outside of Tupelo, Mississippi. You know, home of Elvis Presley. He lives just outside of that on a creek. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Town Creek. And I mean, he lives right off of the water edge, the creek edge. And brother, let me tell you, uh, man, that print right there is one of them. Thank you, Ricky. That print right there, yes, got that just outside of Tupelo, Mississippi.
Yeah, that's a. Oh man. Is that where is that from Taylor, Mississippi? Is that north,
Yeah, that's farther to the north, to the northeast.
northeast? Okay.
Yeah, it's the next county next to us. Like you got Lafayette County, which is Taylor, would be to my left, and then Tupelo, Lee County, and then would be to my right. You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Lori's asking, did he kill it? I guess she's talking about your
Yes,
uncle.
the ones that are in Waterford, yes, they killed two of them. Yes, they did. Mr. Morris's son, yes, they did shoot and kill two of them.
Like one shot
Uh,
or
oh, you wasn't there, was you?
no? I was
No, it was the one shot. I thought you was with us too that day. It was one shot.
It says it's
Uh,
back towards Alabama. Yeah, to the northeast side, right? To
he
Alabama.
used yeah, he shot he shot a 308, I believe is what he said it was. 308.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah,
yeah, I didn't tell you that.
yeah. He shot him with a 308 hunting rifle.
Wow. Is that
Yeah.
one they call the 3 odd something? Yeah, I can't remember the
The
name.
30-06 you talking
30
about?
odd 6. Yeah, 30 odd 6. Is that the same or no?
Uh, no, I don't think it is.
No.
But 30-06 is pretty good. It might be. I just know when I was growing up, my dad always called him 30-06. Uh, and then here lately, everybody's been saying 308, and I'm like, yeah, them 308s are good. But, it could be the same. I'll find out.
Okay.
It could be the same. I always, like, I had a 30-30. Uh,
What about
I
that one
shot
right
with.
there, Steven?
All right, now that's the first print. That's the front print. I sent that to Mr. Ricardo Sanchez, and I sent that to
Okay, yeah, you showed
I
me that
believe,
one.
yeah, I believe it was Joe.
Okay, I thought I seen
That's
that before somewhere. Like, where? Yeah, I think
yeah,
Ricardo was the one that showed me. He said, "What do you think about this?" And I said, "Damn,
yes.
that looks like a damn, paw
Just
print,
like a
like
juvenile
a
print. If you
juvenile,
zoom in on
small."
it,
That's what I told him. I said, "I
yeah,
think that's a juvenile, bro, because it's pretty
yeah. If
small."
you
He's like,
zoom
"Yeah,
in
that's."
on it, you can see like it's amazing, bro. Like it's like his knuckles. You know what I'm saying? You know, like how a ape would walk on his knuckles or something. You know what I'm saying? Gorilla.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah, to me, like that's what Mr. Ricardo said. It kind of looks like, and that's the one we saw. That
Mm.
was the first print.
So you talking
Uh,
about? So you talking about like this? Damn, I look like
yeah,
that.
like he's walking like that. Yeah, like
Walking
that.
like this, like both of
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Boom, boom,
yeah,
like that.
yeah. And there was
Okay.
more prints that looked just like that. See, I gotta learn, and we didn't know. That's when we first found out about it. So we just took one print, man. We should have video recorded. There was multiple prints out there that you could see.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that was like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that is, yes, sir. That's the print. And man,
Oh, you got more
that's when all
questions.
that.
They got more questions for you, Steven.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Check that one out right there.
He shot him in the neck, the
The
side of the
neck
neck.
area.
Yep, in the neck area.
Okay.
Yep.
And then outside, I believe
Yeah,
the
that's
three
what,
out
like Mr.
six
House said. I believe a 30-06 is bigger. Yeah,
bigger.
it's bigger
Yeah.
than 2 rounds. Yes.
Okay. Oh, and then he asked, how many rounds did he use? Do you know? Or?
He shot, well, he told me the first one he killed, he shot one time that was in the neck. Now, the second one, which I didn't see the picture of that, but the second one,
One
uh,
time,
they
and
they
he
were
killed
shot
him.
multiple times.
Oh,
No,
multiple times.
these were at two separate times.
Oh,
And
okay, okay.
yeah, the first one that he killed, I have the picture. I mean, he was shot in the neck. You can see because there's blood around the neck area.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that one was shot in the neck. Now the other one, he did not have a picture of, but yes, he did shoot that one multiple times. Like he said, it took multiple rounds, at least 3 or 4, I believe, was to get that one down.
I think. Oh, what about this one right here? This is one of the very first ones you sent me. Remember
Man, I got which one
that
are you
one?
trying to look?
That one
Yeah,
right there.
that's that. Yeah, that's that one print we were just looking at.
Oh, okay. But it looks like it's got another one right next to it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was one like that's what like when I sent it off, and that's what I believe it was Mr. Ricardo. I sent that off too. Ricardo sent us that print,
Right.
and because to me, Mr. Ricardo is like man, brother,
Tell
he's
everybody.
on to something too.
Tell everybody where that
That's
is.
that's Taylor, Mississippi, y'all. That's old Taylor Road right there,
Oh,
coming in
Taylor
Taylor,
Road.
Mississippi.
That's the pictures
Uh,
he be sending me, guys. Because
yeah,
I asked him for
yeah,
them. Like, dude, show me old Taylor Road. But he's like, I'm gonna send you a couple pictures. I'm like, damn, dude.
yeah.
That shit
That's
just
Taylor.
looks. That
Yes,
just looks
those are the woods.
creepy. Creepy as hell,
Yeah,
bro.
brother. Those are the woods of Taylor, Mississippi. Now that there's a, all right, if you go over to the next one, no, to the other way.
This way?
Yeah, that way. Keep going. There should be one that I just showed you back there, the one that had that circle around it. If you zoom in on that, it looks like a head peeking around a tree staring at us.
That one?
Yeah, if you can zoom in on it.
Okay, I'll zoom in on it.
You keep going, you'll see a head right there around that tree.
Oh, like yellow eyes.
Yeah, you see it. Keep going, go up. You see that head with that snout right there peeking around that tree looking at us?
I can't make it out, bro. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
That right here?
Yeah. You see that head coming out? You gotta zoom in. Might zoom in a little bit more. See, I gotta learn to zoom in too, brother. I don't. See, I'm learning.
That's it. That's all I can go. Right here.
Yeah. You see that head sticking out to the side of it? He took his head out sideways. You can see the head on top of his head and everything. And his two ears right there sticking out.
Yeah.
That there was a juvenile, I believe. You got to take your mouse up to your top.
Where was this picture taken, bro?
That's at my uncle's. That's at my uncle.
Okay, that's at your uncle's. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about this one?
That one, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe that was just pareidolia. I saw something that looked like somebody was running. But I believe that's just pareidolia, bro. I believe that's just a tree or something. But man, it looks like somebody's running. But I was like, no, because I didn't see nobody running. Now that right there is a Sasquatch print, brother.
Yeah, I can tell right.
Look how deep into the ground that thing is.
Yeah, you outlined it very well too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's how it was. I mean that's literally how the print looked. I mean that's how it was.
And you found this where?
This is at my uncle's.
Uncle's, okay.
Man, we need somebody out there. My uncle's so bad, y'all. There's so much activity going out there. It blows my mind.
You know what? I think we're gonna have to send somebody. We're gonna have to find somebody and send somebody.
Man, brother, that is a hot spot, and he wants. That's Taylor, Mississippi, right there. That's some of the pictures I sent going into Taylor. That's Taylor. I was in the deep woods right there in Taylor. Yes, sir. Yeah, I never analyzed that one.
What about
that's one that my uncle? That's one that my uncle took. If you zoom in on it, look, you're gonna see these eyes, Carlito. You see them two eyes glowing right there? Look at that snout. Look at that snout in the front.
I see it, brother. I see it.
Look at that, brother. That is right by my uncle's tent. That's that night. That's that day he heard it growling. My uncle Gary called me. He's like, "Hey man, there's something moving outside my tent." Man, look, my uncle puts these photos up on your page and stuff, and I believe there's a couple more pages I got him on that he does. And I mean, he's got some good evidence, brother.
Right.
They are out there with him, man. You can see a face right there clear as day. Like, it's scary. It's scary. And he told me that's what got him was those eyes. He said he could see the eye. You see the eye sign, baby?
Yeah.
That's in the middle of the day, Carlito. The sun's out, brother. And you can see eye sign like that. That is creepy.
Yeah, it is very, very creepy, brother. Okay, so that one we already saw. That one.
Yeah,
now I can tell there's something right there. I can tell that.
Yeah, I got that one, and then I got a close up. That's the Sasquatch face right there. You see that? That's crazy, brother.
Oh yeah,
you can see the face.
Yes, my son got that one.
Yeah, Al said that looks like a Sasquatch. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, brother, and that wasn't far from that print. That wasn't far from that Sasquatch print that we got.
Yeah.
Yes, brother. Like, I want somebody to come out there that has, because, man, I don't have experience, brother. I'm just out there looking. I might get killed one day. I hope it don't never happen.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Al, that's a Sasquatch right there. You can see his nose.
These are very compelling pictures, like my brother Shane would say on his program.
Yeah. And we took them with a cell phone, brother. Like,
imagine with a heat signature.
Yes, I want a heat signature camera. Yes, I know. Paul has some very good.
Yeah, Paul's really good.
Yeah, Paul's got some. I would like to go hunting with Paul, and I'd also like to go hunt with David from Texas.
Yeah.
Man, like I would love to go out and research with them.
Yeah, man.
Because man, they got so much knowledge about this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
his Paul's page is Kentucky Dogman.
yes, Paul, man, I follow Paul. Look, brother, Paul's got some, and a lot of people are like, oh man, that ain't nothing. You ain't like, no, bro. You don't know until you're out. Like, and I try to tell
Actually, out
people,
there.
you don't know until you're out there. And then, like the day the woods went quiet, bro, that's a whole nother feeling, brother. You know what I mean? And for like Paul to be out there all the time, like, man, hats off to you, brother. You're doing an awesome job.
Yeah, no man.
Like, he put, yeah.
Yeah, he don't talk much, bro. But he's there.
Oh,
He's always
bro.
around. He's always around.
He talks through his photographs. I can tell you that much. Like he
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
He don't have to say his photographs speak for themselves. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. He's more of the quiet type. You know what I mean? Only on his videos is where he gives like his explanations and stuff like that. But yeah, it's real short. He doesn't talk much.
Yes, yes. West Coast. I think that's Shane, isn't it? West Coast.
Yeah, that's Shane.
Yeah, I ain't met him, but I talked to Miss Shane before. Yeah, Miss Shane, that was a very good photograph right there. Like that's that
Yeah,
when we heard them bushes moving, them trees
Yeah,
and
no,
stuff. Remember that?
me, but the right for
yeah. He
Yeah,
says
we
he
looked
says
directly.
he says it looks like a pit bull. Yeah, it kind of does look like a pit bull face, but it
Man,
really can't be
to me
a,
it
a
looks
pit
like
bull.
a, to me, yeah, to me it looks like a Sasquatch kind of looking at us, and he looks like he's mad, brother.
Yeah, he looks like he's mad, bro. Honestly,
He
because you can
don't look
see the
like he was
eyebrow.
too happy.
You can
Yeah,
see
he
the
don't look like
eyebrow
he was too
ridges
happy with
kind
it.
of low to his eyes right here. The eyebrow
Yeah,
ridges, and then you can see his eyes right
yeah, it's
here,
like
the
he was going
small.
like that right there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
like he's
what y'all
kind
doing in my
of
home?
like mean
Yeah,
mugging. You know what I mean? Kind of
yeah,
mean
he was
mugging.
mugging me, bro. He was finna bust the cap in me, dog.
And then that's his nose. That's his nose right there, and then
Yeah,
that's his mouth down
that's
here.
his bottom mouth is yeah, and then it goes into the trees, bro. Like these things are out there, man. I just want like, man, I'm woke now. You know what I'm saying? I used to
Yeah,
be a sleeper
yeah,
on this, but man, I'm woke now.
yeah.
And
But
let me tell
Shane's,
you, bro,
yeah.
when you open your eyes and actually realize what's in this world, man,
Hmm.
a lot of stuff scares you, bro, because you know that they're out there.
Yeah.
Like that's the close up we took. I think I sent you a couple pictures a couple times. I didn't mean to do that, brother. My bad.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. Yeah, that's the close up of the one we were just looking at.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Let me close that up, man. Look at that. There
yeah,
you go.
yeah. Look at his nostrils right there, man. You can see a perfect nose. Like, brother, that is creepy, bro.
Yeah, that's a perfect nose right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he was looking right at us, man. Like he was. You could tell that something was over there. We had that feeling. Remember, I told you something's looking at us. He was like, "Yeah, I can feel it, Daddy."
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, he was looking at us, brother. Like,
and like
Yeah.
we had movement in that little bush area.
yeah, that's
And then he
that.
looked over there.
Yeah,
Lori,
yeah,
But
Lori,
so
Lori, Lori Barnes says I'm seeing a lot of faces in there, and Ruthie Castro
man.
said me too, Lori. So yeah, so
It
it's
could be,
just
but that one right there is the one that, man, that takes cake for me right there, bro.
yeah. I know it, bro.
That's
I
scary.
know it. That's a damn good picture of a face.
Yeah, it's like he was
And
peeking through, saying, "What are y'all doing on my property?" You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
that's the
think that's
Taylor,
about
Mississippi.
all. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
about all the good ones we got. That one right there we took in Taylor. I took that one in Taylor, Mississippi, brother. When I took that, my dad said, "What is that?" I showed him a picture of it. He said, "It's time to go, son."
where
I
where
said,
have you
"Yeah,
where have you shared these prints so far,
man.
bro?
I'll put them on your page, yours and Tom's page.
Yeah,
I shared them to Texas, to the Texas Dogman project,
yeah,
the one with David from Texas, his page,
yeah, yeah.
and I've shared them on Squatchland too. What Mr. Hollis, like him, bro. I've been talking to him here lately. He's got some good photographs too, and I shared them on.
I really like that one right there, Steven.
Yeah, I like that one too, bro, because that's the one that made the woods go quiet. Like this, when we took this picture right here, the woods went quiet, y'all, and it scared me and my son, my uncle. Like I said, it's time to go. Like, it was time to go when that happened, bro.
remember like when we got apples
You
and then
guys
like we
seeing
got
Yes.
this?
apples and we
You guys
took the
seeing this?
core out.
I don't know if Shane was here when we first showed, because this was like one of the first ones we showed. Remember? So
Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
if Shane was in here at that time, and Al. I don't know if they were here, but y'all see this face, dude? That's a face, bro.
Yes, bro.
He's
That is
trying to
a dog.
camouflage. He's trying to camouflage really good with all the
Yes,
brushes and the leaves and all that.
yes.
But you
And
can
they,
see that. And that's an ear right there.
yeah.
You can tell that's an
And
ear.
they do, bro. They camouflage like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
they're
They camouflage
and they're
perfectly. Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
so still. Like they can
Mm-hmm.
be sitting there
Oh
and
yeah.
you can't hear them breathe, bro. Like something that big, and you can see how massive that is.
Yeah, they do that on
Don't
purpose,
get
so you'll
me.
think that you're just seeing something, and it's really nothing, you know. And they stay still as
Yeah,
a damn, duck.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It blows my
Yeah,
mind because when we're playing hide and seek and stuff, I play with my kids all the time. Stuff we'll play in the house,
yeah,
and me and my baby girl is constantly trying to hide. I'm like, hey,
yeah.
be quiet. And all she's doing is breathing. But like for them to be standing there, man, one could be standing 5 feet from me, brother. And you'll never know.
Hey, one
Like
second.
they're that awesome.
Yeah, brother, man, that's wow, that's crazy. Well, I mean, if you don't mind, maybe I can grab a couple of these pictures and kind of blow them up and kind of make like a collage of them. You know what I mean? And
Yes, yes.
like a
Go
little,
ahead, bro.
like a little album, whatever thingy, and put them on my groups. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
of
go
course,
ahead, bro.
I'll put give you the credit. Of course,
Oh man,
these
you just
pictures are for
look.
Steven, but yeah, man, those I
I
think
just want
those.
the world to know that they out there, Carlito.
Yeah, exactly,
I'm not. I'm
exactly.
not here. I'm not here to get clout or get fame or get credit or nothing like that, man. I'm
Right.
just out here because people need to know. I like people need to get woke, And I like I said, I used to be a sleeper, bro. And
Yeah.
then when that stuff happened with my dad started having them encounters, and then my uncle just posted something out the blue. I was like, man, this is destined. Like, I guess I'm destined to see these things and try to photograph them. You know what I'm saying? I got to try to help my family. And I mean, bro, we got to. And like I said, I'm going back out there with my uncle. So if Uncle Gary, if you're still on here, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
coming out there soon.
Okay.
And we'll try to get some more photos, Carlito.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah,
And man,
my good buddy Al Santa Rica says, "Great show, Carlito. Great guest. Sorry, thank you, Stephen, tonight. Great guest tonight. Yeah, man.
yes,
Thank you, Goomba. Appreciate that, Goomba. Yeah, it really was,
thank
man, because
y'all.
Stephen had a lot to say about Taylor, Mississippi, and the surrounding areas, all the encounters that he's seen and that he's encountered, and all the footprints that he's picked up in Mississippi, in Taylor, Mississippi, and around. So that's why I thought that was a hell of a good you know
Yeah.
thing to put out. You know what I mean?
Yep, yep. Man, I love being on the show, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm glad I was able to get this off my chest and
Yeah,
let it out, so other people can hear my story.
exactly.
And
And
like I said, bro,
you guys, Steven hasn't. He's fairly new to this. He's never really been on on podcasts or anything like that. So this is
yeah,
new. This is new for him. But I think you knocked it out the park tonight, man. I really do, man.
man, yeah, bro. This
That's why I told you,
this is my first
just be
podcast.
natural and let everything come out, normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
Man,
did
I
great,
had
brother.
fun, bro.
Yeah, man, you did
I had
great.
fun. This is my
Thank you.
first podcast. I was a little nervous at first, man, but
No, you did
yeah,
great,
brother.
brother.
I
You
enjoyed
did
it.
great, man. And that picture to me, that's the most like wow, dude. That one right there.
Yeah,
That one.
yeah. That one right there, like
I was like,
Carlita, that
wow.
one right there.
You can
That's
see
when the
the
woods went quiet, brother.
shoulders.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. You can see the shoulders. You can see the ears. You can see the head mass.
yeah,
And
brother.
the guy's kind of like this to the side. Actually, he's like
Yeah, yeah.
leaning one way like that, just standing still, like that. I'm
That
guessing.
thing right there was a monster. Like that's a monster right there, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I'm guessing he's trying to be like as still as he can, and all that. And
Yeah.
yeah, man,
And you know what's crazy?
wow.
He was still Carlito, and then we heard a twig snap. You remember that? Like something stepped down, and that's all
Okay,
you heard, bro.
snap.
You can hear
Yeah,
the birds chirping and the crickets. Uncle Gary knows because he's watching right now. He knows. He
yeah.
was there with us, and then everything went quiet, bro. Like even the bugs stopped chirping, brother. And when the
Wow.
bugs stop chirping, and it's like you can't even hear the water flowing in the creek, nah, brother, it's time to go. This ain't right. This ain't supposed to happen. You know,
And the water's running
that's
fast.
never happened to me. I'm 38 years old, brother, and that's never happened to me. You know,
Yeah,
and
man.
my son was there to experience with me, man. Like, yes, that was a creepy feeling, bro. I still think about that, believe it or not. like
Right.
how the woods went quiet. But
Right.
yes,
Right.
I enjoyed tonight, man.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you, man.
y'all. Thank everyone for the support because I was nervous. Trying to,
Yeah.
I wanted to let people know about this, but I didn't know how to let people know about it. But I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Carlito.
Yeah, man, absolutely,
Bringing
brother.
on.
Like I told you at the beginning, man, I like to make my shows like as comfortable as possible. You know what I mean? Like two
Yeah,
guys just talking over,
just
just
talking,
having a
bro.
conversation. Yeah, having a nice, healthy
Yeah,
conversation, brother. I don't try to put anybody in a spot ever. I just let them be natural. Let them tell their story. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, I try
yeah.
to make it as
Man, I
comfortable
appreciate
as
it.
possible, brother. Yeah, man. And everybody
I
like,
will get
man,
on
cool,
with Mr.
thank you.
Morris though. I'm gonna keep trying with Mr. Morris to see if he can give me that picture. I just want to let me take a picture of your picture, brother.
Yeah,
You
there you
know what I
go.
mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I can send it to you and like really blow your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It look
yeah,
like the hands. I guess you could say the paws are like a paws, but it's like got fingers on the end of it, like the edge of a finger of the claw coming out. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe like a cat. Like panthers and stuff. You know how the claws are kind of in it, but then they can bring them out. You know what I mean? But
hmm
this one right here like comes out the claws and fingers, bro. So it's like a paw and fingers in one, man. It's creepy looking.
man.
Like you need to see the photograph.
Yeah, I really feel
Thank
you.
y'all. Thank you, Ruthie. I
This
appreciate
is
it.
great, great photos. Yeah, they are. They're great pictures, brother. I gotta tell you, man, they are.
Yeah.
When I seen them, I'm like, man, those are badass pictures.
And
we
believe it
got
or
we got
not, bro.
we got to show them to
Yeah.
the world, man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
The world needs to see them, man. Like the
yeah,
world needs to see them. Taylor, Mississippi. Like, and I'm sorry, y'all people in Taylor, Mississippi are like that. They are. They
yeah,
want to be left alone because it is a small town.
yeah.
But they do know. I mean, they know.
Now, my good friend Dana Ortega also she said awesome pictures. Yeah, they are. Dana,
Yes,
they're
thank you,
awesome,
thank you.
awesome pictures.
Man,
Yeah, I did too.
I
And
enjoyed so
really,
much.
I really wanted to get your dad on here too to kind of tell his story, but you said he was kind of feeling, but kind of bad right now, right? He's kind of feeling like
Well,
a
yeah,
little
he
sick
my
or
dad.
something.
I'm gonna get him on here, brother. Look, I want to get him and my uncle on here because they're brothers.
Yeah.
My uncle
Okay.
Gary and my dad are brothers.
Wow.
And yeah, bro, let me tell you something. And for that to be happening to both of them, and then you know what I mean? It's like maybe our family was destined to see these or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like I don't know. Maybe they chose us, like you were talking about with that telepathically speaking to you. Maybe these dogmen and stuff chose us and said, "Hey, we want y'all, to recognize us because
Yeah.
we recognize them,
Yeah.
brother."
Yeah. So keep an open ear, man. Keep an open mind, and they might just communicate with you, man, because if they know
Yeah,
that you know about them, then they might try to
yeah.
communicate with you, man. Tell you, hey, man, we're not here to hurt you. We're not here to, you know,
And I
cause
don't
any
think they
problems or
are,
anything.
man.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they
I
would
don't
have. They
think
would have. If they would
they
really
could have
wanted to,
killed
they
us
could
if
have.
they wanted
Yeah, they could have
to,
killed the whole
bro.
damn town, man. I mean,
Yeah, you see the size of that dog. I don't think these creatures are aggressive like everybody makes them out to be. You know what I'm saying? I think some of them are, yeah, but that's like with any kind of animal, bro. Like really,
Just trying to survive.
like a cat, my house cat that I got in my house. If she don't want to be messed with, bro, you're not gonna mess with her. You know what I mean? And I think
yeah.
these dog men are the same way. And I hate that name is dog man. I wish we had a better name for
I
him. You know what I'm
know.
saying?
I know. I hate that
I just
damn
don't
name. It
like.
don't even make
I
sense.
don't like dog man. It's like man, I
Yeah.
don't. I wish they
I
had a
mean,
cool name for you, brother.
yeah. If anything, it would
Uh,
have been better like a wolf man or walking
so,
wolf or something. But
hey,
yeah,
yes,
dog
and
man.
The Taylor residents call them walking wolf, bro. Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
they
oh,
do. They call them walking wolf.
I don't know where it started, but it just kind of stuck. You know what I mean? And everybody just went along with it. You know what I mean? Including
Yeah,
me.
I don't.
I like dog man. I
What,
don't look like a dog. I mean, it looks like a wolf.
yeah, dog man. Like, bro, it's not a dog man. You know what I'm saying? This thing is like
Yeah.
a werewolf, bro.
Yeah. Lori said, Bailey, you did great too.
Yes, Bailey, you did, son. I'm so proud of you. I want to get him on here, let him talk to you one night, just through his eyes, what he saw that day and what he went
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, absolutely,
Like,
man.
man, because like,
Absolutely.
bro, that was awesome and scary at the same time. We got some good evidence, took some good pictures, uh, and
Yeah.
got scared to death. You know what I'm saying? I think when
Yeah.
it was time for us to go, they let us know it's time for us to go. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, Stephen. Hey, if you like in the near future, if you have any type of, news or encounter, or maybe something with your uncle, or maybe something with you, go ahead and contact me, bro. Hey, Carly,
Oh, I will, bro.
I
I will.
just ran into this, or I just saw that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'm always there, bro. We just had
Oh,
a
yeah,
little bit
bro.
of we just had a little bit hard time getting you to finally on the show because you were either busy for us to talk, or I was busy
Yes.
for us to talk, so we couldn't
Yes.
find the right time, right? I mean, but
Couldn't find. And I almost
we
didn't
finally
make it
made it
tonight,
happen.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm glad we made it happen. I
yeah,
almost didn't make it tonight. I almost did. I called you earlier. I messaged you earlier. I was like, man, I might be
yeah,
at work. But I'm gonna take
yeah,
time to do this. But I made
yeah,
it back.
yeah. No, I'm glad you did,
I
bro. I'm
was
glad you
scared
did.
though.
Glad you made it, man.
But yeah,
Thank you.
anytime. Like I am gonna go out there with my uncle Gary coming up probably here in the next couple of days. And I will be as I get home and we go analyze through them pictures. I'll be sending them to you, brother.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I will.
Absolutely. And
Man.
I mean, like even if you want to maybe come on another show,
Okay.
I could probably hook you up with Shane on West Coast Dogman Project. I could probably hook you up with my buddy Tom on North Carolina
Okay.
Cryptid and
Yeah.
Paranormal Project. Also, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it'd be cool, brother. It'd be
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, man.
And
I mean, I'll get on there and talk and let people know.
yeah,
Uh, Cause I mean, people really need to know. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
need to know.
yeah.
That these things are out here. Mississippi is a hotbed. I'm not North Mississippi is a hotbed,
Hmm.
and I believe there's multiple states that are hotbeds. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Arkansas. I mean, I think these things, like you said, they migrate. I think they migrate in certain patterns because
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Florida, you don't hear about a dog in Florida hardly ever. You know what I'm
yeah. Yeah, because
saying?
there's like more sightings towards the north in the winter. You know what I mean? Because it's colder.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's why I think they migrate. They have a migration pattern. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But we just don't
I,
know
I
unless we really
I
go
know,
and track
bro.
them.
I know.
We need a couple
I
Native
know.
Americans helping us track them down.
I'll tell you,
Right?
man, we need help in Holland, brother. Like, we need Joe and Jesse, them two right there, and get on the show out, brother.
Yeah, yeah,
Man, that
yeah,
would be a dream come true. I ever got to go out there with them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's like my heroes of the research committee. You know what I mean? The research
Yeah,
group, like them and Mr. Paul Schaefer, bro. Paul, I'd love to go out there with Paul too, bro.
yeah,
Paul,
yeah. Well,
that man right there.
Joe came on here for a while earlier. I don't know if you've seen him. You might want to contact Joe and see if he's willing to go out there and kind of investigate your area. Um,
Yeah,
now that he knows that you have all this activity, he might be interested in going down there, bro.
yeah. I know.
You might have to
I've
give him a
actually
holler.
talked to Joe.
You might want to give him a holler.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Give him a holler. Help him
give him a
holler.
holler.
I actually talked to him. I've actually sent a couple pictures to Joe, and he was amazing. I mean, he was like, man, these are
Hmm.
some good photos. Keep up the good work.
Yeah,
Yes, I like to get him down here though. You
yeah,
know what
man.
I'm
Yeah, talk
saying?
to him, brother. Talk to him.
I think I'm good.
I'll even tell him about you too. I'll mention you to him and see if he
Because,
wants to go
brother,
down
let me
there.
tell you,
Yeah,
yeah, they
but
got their asses.
he knows Taylor's a hot spot. He knows that. So
Yeah,
Him and Jesse, yeah, they know.
him and Jess got it, bro. They got the equipment. They got the want. I wouldn't say the
Hmm.
want to because I got the want to. I'd say the thrive. Like
Yeah,
when things get fishy, they going fishing. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not. When things get fishy, I'm trying to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? They're grabbing
yeah.
the fishing poles. I'm trying to load up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you might even be able to help them. Hook them up where they can stay at and all that. Like give them a tour around there.
Yes, yes, yes.
While they're down there
That would be
investigating.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll be down for that,
That
bro.
would be awesome, man. But
Hell
yes,
yeah.
brother,
Well,
I appreciate it, man. I had an awesome time, Carlito. Like
thank you, man.
I was,
Yeah,
I was so nervous at first, brother, and then I don't know. It's just cool to talk to you, bro. You laid back.
yeah, man.
You easy going person.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I was
absolutely,
looking for you in
absolutely,
Vegas
brother.
and I saw you in here.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I'd love to have you come back. Another time for another show, brother.
Okay,
I'd
man. Like
love
I
to
said,
do
I'm
that.
gonna go out and try to get some more evidence, bro. I get some more evidence, man. I'll let you know about
Yeah,
how that
yeah,
that day went and everything.
yeah, yeah.
And I
Let me
wanted to
know.
get you to talk to my uncle, bro. My uncle, man, he's
Okay,
learning about these things, man. He didn't know about them either, but he knew that something was there messing with his
right.
property. He knew that something was out there at his property messing with him, man, bro. I mean, that first picture he put on Facebook that day, and everybody was making fun of him, trying to say, "Oh, you need to
Yeah.
get off of that and get off of this and get your life together." I'm like, man, my uncle ain't on nothing. He's got his life together. He's just the first to live outside in the woods. He's an outdoorsman, brother. And
Yeah.
don't judge him for that. You know what I'm saying? And man, he's really got this stuff. I hit him up and said, "Hey, uncle, believe it or not, you know this happened to us not long ago, and maybe I can help you out." And
Yeah.
man, here we go, bro. We got that evidence right there.
Hey, Voltron said he's cool people, bro. Like talk about me, what you were saying, and then
Yeah.
he added that today. He said, "Come back, please. Good show, man." So
All right, man. I
he really
appreciate it.
liked what you had to show, man. Show us tonight and tell us tonight, man.
Hey,
So
man. Hey, I'm honored that y'all like that,
yeah,
man.
bro. I definitely gotta have you back, maybe with some more new
Yes,
content or something,
yes,
new
yes,
pictures and stuff. Because
yes.
really, to right now, you're the only person that I know from Taylor, Mississippi area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people down here.
That yeah, that I've interviewed, that I've had,
Yeah,
the honor to interview and to have on as a guest and and as a friend on my groups as well.
yeah.
So
No,
yeah, man. So you definitely gonna have to come back, bro.
I
Yeah,
sure will, brother. Like I will, man. I'm like I said, I'm finna go out and get some more. Try to get some more evidence. Like I said, that I will, but I'm gonna go out and try to get some more evidence. You know, so I
yeah,
might not get
yeah,
nothing, but I'm gonna go out there.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I'll take some pictures of the den because there are some dens out there, y'all. Like there's some big dens, and I'll get a close up video footage of it, send it to you, Carlito, and let you
Yeah.
know the size of these dens that are out there.
All
And
right,
I think
brother.
that's where these things sleep at, brother, is in these
The
dens. But
dens,
yes,
yeah,
Can you like round
yeah,
top in?
yeah.
yeah,
Look out for those dens and take pictures of those, man. Yeah, that's where they
I
hang
sure
out.
will, bro.
Okay. All
Well,
right, man. Well,
man,
thank you, Stephen. Thank you for being here
yes.
tonight, guy. Thank you, brother.
Thank y'all.
And
Y'all have a blessed night, man.
thank you, man. Thank you, and thank you everybody that showed up tonight, man, and stuck around to the end. Ruthie, my cuz, Ruthie Castro, Voltron 76, my brother. Thank you, bro. And Lori Barnes, she left just a little while ago. Thank you, everybody, man. Thank you, Al,
Yeah,
Shane. I don't want to miss anybody, but there was a lot of people. At Rocks was here for a while. Thank you, everybody that was here. Dana, Nikola
yes, thank
Tesla.
y'all.
Yeah, Diana Rodriguez. Man, it's too much if I go back. It's too far. But yeah, thank you all. You all know who you are. Thank you all for showing
Yes,
up tonight and showing some support. And we'll see you guys. I got somebody for hopefully for next Saturday. So you guys stick around and be tuned for the next shows, okay? And well, that being said, we're gonna end the show tonight, which I think was a good one, a great one actually. Steven, thank you,
yes,
brother. One
yes,
more time,
yes.
thank you,
Thank
bro.
you, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
All right,
All
man.
right,
Y'all have a good night, brother.
thank you, bro. You too, man. Good night,
All right,
everybody.
bro.
See you next time. Peace out, Carlito. Peace out.